Yo. Here I am again with another video. It's like an at-home day. Well, I mean, I've been working, but it's kind of like an at-home day, so no makeup today. If I don't have to wear makeup, I'm not putting it on. So yeah, just kind of plain Jane today. I've been running errands. I met a lady who I sold an item to, so I dropped that off with her. Then I went to my storage unit and picked up some stuff and dropped some stuff off. I sold something that was in my storage unit, so I went and got it. And I just kind of wanted to share, I feel like I've done this before, but I can't remember. I wanted to share like some of my favorite YouTube channels, because I talked about in my last video how, yes, and I went to Starbucks. Yeah, in my last video, I talked about how YouTube, when I watch YouTube videos and stuff, like, it just like makes me feel good. And I just feel like I don't know, I just love watching YouTube videos. I don't know why. I just do. And then like when I watch, there are a few channels that I watch where they do lives on certain days of the week. And when I watch those videos, like I feel like I'm hanging out with friends, you know, and it just makes me feel good. And I'm like like ask anybody who's around me, when I'm in the house, like working, cleaning, doing any kind of task, packaging up orders, I have my YouTube on and I'm listening to one of my favorite channels always. Sometimes it's podcasts. I do listen to a lot of podcasts, but most of the time, if I'm listening to something, it's YouTube. And I have, yes, I do have YouTube Prime. It's not called Prime. What is it? Premium? But I have that because when you have it, you can, for one, you don't get the ads, but then two, you can like turn the screen off and still listen to the video. Whereas if you don't pay for that, you can't turn the screen off. So you've got like, you're wasting so much battery. And the main reason, not that it matters, but the main reason that I got the YouTube Premium is because I listen to ASMR at night and I don't want the ads popping on in the middle of a video and waking me up because I use it to sleep. So all that to say, I just wanted to share some of my favorite channels that I listen to pretty much on a daily basis, because most of them post like several days a week. Some of them post every day. Oh, excuse me. And I love the ones that post every day because, I don't know, like I said, I'm addicted to YouTube. So to start out, these are like in no particular order. I watch like tons of different YouTube channels. I have a little list here. So this is only some. These are just like my top ones that I am gonna be watching every day, you know. So the first one is Patrick Teahan, or Tian. I'm not exactly sure how he pronounces his last name, but he is a psychologist and a therapist. I don't know if he's necessarily a psychologist, like if he went to school for it, but he did go to school for something to do with counseling and therapy and that sort of thing. I love him because, sorry, I was getting a phone call, so I got distracted. I love him because he focuses on like childhood trauma and kind of not even, he talks about stuff that's like really traumatic that people deal with, but then he talks about stuff that like, you know, you grow up in basically like, you grow up in a safe home, a good home where your parents are around and they're watching out for you and they're taking good care of you, doing their best. But he kind of still talks about how like, just because you're being brought up by humans, you can deal with trauma and you can deal with like, stuff that needs to be healed, even though you had like a really good upbringing. You know, you're being brought up by a human. Humans make mistakes. We all got our stuff. So what I really like about Patrick Teahan is that he talks about all facets, you know, of childhood trauma and how to work through stuff. And he's really just chill but like funny too. So I love him. And like I was gonna say, I will put all their links down below in the description so that you can check them out if you want to. I love him. I also listen to Dr. Romani quite a bit, but she only focuses on narcissism. So that can get kind of old, you know. I'm not in the middle of like being in an abusive narcissistic relationship, so you know, I only need to know so much about narcissism. But you know, I've dealt with some not so great people in my past who, like, one was for sure like definition like of a narcissist, and her videos really helped me through that time once I got out of that relationship, and just kind of working through some stuff and feeling really validated. So Dr. Romani is someone I don't watch every single day. She does post every day, but it's all about narcissism or narcissists, so I only watch it every now and then. The next one that I like to watch, Elle Stone is the channel, and she posts I pretty much every day, like every day, and it's just usually like really short, quick videos, but it's just kind of like different little topics that she talks about. And sorry, I'm breathing so hard. I don't breathe well, and when my nose is even slightly stuffed, the breathing is even more difficult. So I have to like concentrate really hard on taking a deep breath. Getting it into the belly. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. But yeah, Elle Stone, I love her stuff. I think she's hilarious. She's like very like techie, like that's the way she thinks, and so some of her humor, I think a lot of people might not get it, but I think that she's hilarious. And then she also has another channel, Autumn Asphodel, and that one is once a week. I'm pretty sure it's only once a week. Sometimes it's like twice a week, because she'll do like reviews for I think it's called Vegan Eats. It's some sort of like subscription box for vegans, and so she'll review those. But then once a week she does kind of like advice just on dealing with stuff that might be difficult. And sometimes it's, you know, it's not like necessarily like dysfunction or you're dealing with toxic people. Is all sorts of topics that she does that. I think it's every Friday those come out. And then she also has a website with like a blog that goes along with her videos, and I love her channels. And then she also she streams on Twitch twice a week, like little really kind of obscure video games and some desktop, you know, PC games. And so almost every Monday and Friday I watch those too. And that's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, and she streams on Sundays on the Autumn Asphodel channel and talks about the topic that was brought up on Friday. But when I love her channels, because you kind of feel like it's your friend, even though like you don't actually know them, you know. You just kind of, anytime I'm watching like her Twitch streams or anything like that, I just feel like I'm hanging out with a friend, and you kind of get to know the people who are in the chat, you know, and it's just fun. Oh my goodness, what is going on? They fighting. Hey, y'all stop. Be nice to each other. They're silly. Y'all stop it. No sirs. Okay. So I love her stuff. So she's got Elle Stone, Autumn Asphodel, and then Twitch. She streams on Twitch. Then another, and this is someone I found through Elle, a Ralph Smart, and apparently he's been around forever. He has like 2 million followers or something, but subscribers. He is about more like spiritual, metaphysical stuff, and just very, very encouraging about like basically you can make your life good, and it's not hard, and you know, stuff like that. But it's not like woo woo, you know, stuff. Like he's just cool. I really like him. He does a video every day, and like when he pops on the screen, you're just like happy, you know. So I really like him. Then another one, so this is like kind of a guilty pleasure one, is Without a Crystal Ball. She does like not reaction videos necessarily, but she talks about reality TV shows that are more like, right now she's on Sister Wives and the Duggars, because a lot of stuff has gone down with Josh Duggar recently, who I think is evil. And she just talks about that stuff, and I really like her topics and her content because I came from like very fundamentalist Christian background. So she's talking about, you know, these more fundy type of people, and I relate a lot to what's the content, you know. So I really like that. So it's kind of gossipy, but like she goes into, like, she's super into research and stuff, and it's not like she's like being rude about them. She's just pointing out like truths about those families. And it's really interesting to watch. So she's called Without a Crystal Ball. I don't really know what that means, but that's her name. Another one that I watch, and they post every day too, is Homesteading Off the Grid. And it's hilarious because it's really like, they do, you know, they live in the country, and he will give like advice on different things to do for kind of like living, taking care of yourself, and not depending, you know, on whatever. It's, you know, somewhat off the grid, you know. But it's funny because mainly what he does is he tells scary stories, and I love that. It's so much fun. He'll just like sit up in the woods, like on the back of his land, and like tell these kind of creepy stories, and I love it. And a lot of people, I think, go on there, and he's being funny, but he talks about looking for Bigfoot, and I gotta say, I have seen some weird stuff on his channel that I'm like, that was clearly something real, but I don't know if it was like someone he knows. But you can tell though, like I think he really does believe in Bigfoot, but he's also like joking around with a lot of stuff that he says. So I think a lot of people might not like it because it can seem kind of clickbaity, but overall his channel is awesome, and his little family is so cute, and I really enjoy them. So that's Homesteading Off the Grid. And then another one, so this is more, you know, coming from more of a like a Christian religious background or standpoint, but I get really encouraged by this channel, and it's Lance Wallnow, that's his name. And so he is a Christian, but he's just, the stuff that he talks about a lot of political stuff, and I just really like what he has to say, and you know, I enjoy it. I grew up like very Christian, and a lot of that stuff is still like a part of like who I am. I'm just not super into it, you know. I don't go to church or anything like that. But I really enjoy stuff that he has to say, and just encouraging messages that he gives about the times that we're living in. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, so some eBay ones I can tell you about. My favorite eBay channels to watch are the Aussie Flipper. He's awesome. Just really fun videos. He's growing his channel really fast and doing a great job. Very entertaining, just like a nice dude, and fun to watch his videos. Gives really good advice as well for eBay stuff. Harry Tornado is another one. He's like really detail oriented, which is good. Like if you're trying to learn how to run an eBay store. So I really enjoy his channel. His wife just recently quit her job to work with him. Like that's how much money they're making. They just do eBay. They're really cute together. I love their channel, and it's fun having her on there now because like just seeing her personality come out and everything. I really like their channel, and you can learn so much from them. I also really enjoy Rally Roots. They're like high level eBay sellers. Like I can't quite relate because they do so much. Like they did $1 million in sales last year. So like they're huge, but they're a super cute couple, and then Callie, who works with them, is super funny and just nice, and they're just like uplifting. They're a channel that like you're gonna feel good after you've watched their stuff. So I really like them. Reselling stuff. There's so many resellers that I like to watch, but those are like my main ones. Lavender Clothesline. It's an I feel like kind of rude saying this, but she's an older woman. I would say like 50, and she goes around and she's been doing, I think she's been doing eBay for like 8 years, runs it all on her own out of her house, and she's just adorable and like really friendly. And it's like kind of like going to tea with your like older aunt, you know, like your great aunt or something. Like, she's just so cute and nice, and I love her videos. So those are my plus. Like, she knows what the heck she's doing. I'm like, get it. Like, she's really good at finding stuff, and she finds stuff that she likes. Like, she doesn't really have one category. It's kind of like obscure stuff, but she sells so much. I think she has like 3,000 items in her store, or I could be way off, but I think it's something like that. She has a ton. So hers is definitely, it's still quality, but it's quantity as well, and she's awesome. So that's it. That's all for today. I watch a ton more channels, but those are like the main ones that you're gonna catch me watching them every day. That's just how it's gonna go. So like I said, if you just want to check out these people, hey, don't judge me either, because you're probably not gonna like all these people. But I will link their channels below, and you can check them out if you want. I like them. They make me feel, you know, warm and fuzzy, and like I'm hanging out with a friend when I watch them, and that's why I enjoy them. So that's it. Now I'm gonna go package up some orders that I got, and yeah. Oh, I started doing ads for my real estate business, like ads on Facebook. So I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm doing like the very lowest tier that you can do, because I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money, but I want to see how it goes. So that's exciting. And I get my broker texted me today, and they said, we got your commission check, you'll be getting it this week. It'll be my first one. My first like commission check as a real estate agent. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. It's not easy, and I need another client, but I'm doing it. So bye.